So this week, you're going to be taking what you know about HTML and CSS and applying it in a little different way because you're going to be creating menus, both vertical and horizontal. And the lecture demo reviews unordered lists because that is what we use to create menus. And we take our unordered lists and we apply CSS to them to create something that looks like this, or something maybe with submenus or pull-down menus, several different layouts. You'll notice that I have lots of examples for you to look at. Anytime you want to check out the code, you right-click. And I did include all of the CSS right in here so you can see how it applies to the unordered list. And also how to do submenus with main menus, how to use IDs if you prefer using IDs for CSS versus nested listing. You'll learn how to do both techniques. You'll also learn how to create horizontal navigation bars. And you'll also learn how to do some pull-down menus and how to create icon bars. And there's basically two ways you can do it. You can use a library like Font Awesome. And Font Awesome has all sorts of icons that you can pull into your page. You can also use HTML entities. And so you can use a name or codes to do symbols and also all sorts of different graphics. So this little example was created using the entities. And then finally, you're going to learn how to do animated navigation buttons. And this is what they look like. And the code to create them is pretty simple. Not a lot of CSS to create that effect. So this explains everything you need to know about creating menus. And you will be practicing those in the textbook assignment. And I'm basically giving you all of these files, a media folder, and a CSS file. And what you're going to end up doing is modifying the CSS to create the menus. So you're going to want to download this. And then you're going to want to extract. And what you're going to notice is that there's an Acme vertical, and inside there's another Acme vertical, okay? And so what you're going to want to do is click on the extracted Acme vertical, copy this inner folder, and paste it in your CIT180 Lesson 10 folder. Because inside this inner folder are all of the HTML pages plus the CSS that you need to modify. You'll notice when you download the Acme horizontal that the setup is pretty much the same. You're going to have to do an extract, and then you can see I have all sorts of things open. You'll see Acme horizontal, and inside is another Acme horizontal. This is the one that you want to copy and paste in your Lesson 10 folder. Okay, so you're just going to basically be modifying the CSS to create a menu that will be in all of these pages. And this kind of walks you through how to do that. You'll notice that there are YouTube videos that will walk you through this and explain what you need to do. So for the vertical menu, the first one that you do is going to be with the nested unordered list tags. This one is going to be using IDs instead, so you can kind of get a feel for how to do it both ways. Okay, and what you need to change is highlighted. Try to help you there, bold-faced and highlighted. And then we've got a horizontal menu. This is the horizontal folder you're going to download and unzip. And then you'll make the changes. The Profitable Web Design page you are going to want to download. And this is what it looks like. It's got a couple of pull-down menus, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be adding a little icon bar to the bottom. Okay, and this is the code that you're going to be using for the icon bar. And you do have to include this style sheet in the head section in order for the icon bar to work. This is where it is pulling those icons from. Okay, so this is explaining how to create that icon bar. And then you're going to be creating an animated sidebar like the one at the bottom of the lecture demo. Okay, so this explains how to do that, and you're going to be adding it to this page. And this page has a little animation going on already, and you're going to be adding those little tabs that slide out. Okay, so that is the textbook assignment, and the lab assignment involves applying what you have learned, and you're going to be applying what you have learned to your own textbook page, your assignment page. So you're going to have a little section for textbook and lab assignments. These are going to have pull-down menus that are going to display the exercises in the various lessons. At the very bottom of this page, you're going to have an icon bar. Very similar to what you did in that web page that we were looking at earlier. So the My Profitable Web Design business, where you're putting that icon bar on the bottom, what you're doing here is going to be very similar. Okay, so this kind of talks about what is required for those pull-down menus with the sub-menus, and a little bit of how to create those. And then you have to add that icon navigation bar to the footer of the page. Okay, so this is just an example. If you want to see another example, my home page actually has that on it. So let me get rid of some of this stuff. If you scroll to the bottom, I have an icon bar down here. And if you want to see how I did that one, if you right click and go to View Page Source and scroll to the bottom, I have it in its own little section here. And you are going to be creating something similar on your assignment page. Okay, then don't forget to put all of the Lesson 10 links on that page. And this is how everything will be graded. All of this is due by the 24th, which is the evening before spring break starts. Spring break starts on Monday, the 25th. If you have any questions or if you run into problems, please let me know. Remember, I do have online office hours Sunday evening from 9 to 10, and I will have them on the 24th as well. So let me know if you have any questions, and have a great week.